Do you think the Niners should draft a pass catching tight end? They signed a blocking tight end. Should they draft the other type of tight end, just in case they need one?
Yes.
Why?
I wouldn't be opposed to it because I feel like I think they should do this and extend George Kittle, but Kittle is getting older. So I feel like it's not bad to have someone kind of coming up and learning from George Kittle and maybe them doing like a transfer, even if Kittle is still playing, let's say in 2 or 3 years. I don't know how much of a beating he can take. We've seen him, the more targets he gets. You talked about this last year because I feel like there was a lot of criticism towards Kyle not getting Kittle the ball. I'm a big proponent of that. But, and you pointed this out, Grant, the more targets that he gets, when Kyle does target him more, he gets injured. And right now, I mentioned it earlier, Brandon Ayuk, not going to play for the majority of the season. Deebo Samuel had a lot of targets last year. I'm not saying that was a good thing, but there's a lot of, like, the ball needs to go to someone.
Right.
Ricky Pearsall did okay at the final 2 or 3
You can only throw
games.
so many passes to Jennings and Pearsall.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's true. But again, you keep completely discounting two players. And it's making me upset. One, Luke Farrell. Two, Kyle Juszczyk. Why?
Okay, Kyle Juszczyk.
I've always said, if they're going to play Kyle Juszczyk, they should give him the freaking ball. I don't understand using him as a glorified blocker.
Like one target a game.
Let him be the weapon that he was paid to be. Spam risk.
He was paid to be that absolute weapon. It is true.
They call him a weapon.
Is this question, Grant? Is this kind of targeting the idea of drafting Tyler Warren? That's where I feel like this question's really going. Because to me,
Loveland.
Yeah, we're Loveland, but Tyler Warren's to me the one that stands out.
Or like someone
more.
in day 2.
Yeah. What was the guy you talked about the other day, Grant?
Harold Fannin Jr.
Yeah.
He's good. He's a pass catching tight end. He's kind of like Jordan Reed, who was a pass catching tight end that the Shanahans drafted in Washington, had a bunch of concussions, but was really, really good before he was with the Niners for a year, kind of toward the end. He's like that guy. So yeah.
So not round 1 or round 2.
I'm for it. I don't know if they're gonna go wide receiver. They, took a chance getting a guy, in my opinion, a little bit too early last year, but they need the ball to go to someone. And if they do keep Brock Purdy around, going back to college, Brock Purdy was great with tight ends. Going to Brock Purdy in the NFL, I mean, his best receivers have been George Kittle and I guess Christian McCaffrey.
PrizePicks is sponsoring the Cohn Zone this year. PrizePicks is the leader in daily fantasy and the best place to win cash while watching sports. And the best part about the app is it's really easy to use. To create a lineup, all you have to do is pick more or less on a few players' stats. I'm a Niners guy. So when I'm doing PrizePicks, I'm looking, the last couple of years, I'm looking at Deebo Samuel because I know Deebo Samuel better than Deebo Samuel knows Deebo Samuel. So if it's like drops, I'm taking more. Or if it's like punches thrown towards his long snapper on the sideline during the fourth quarter of a game, the 49ers will go on to win. I'm smashing more because I know the 49ers and I'm a PrizePicks guy. Now, maybe they didn't have those exact plays, but they have so many plays that'll make your head spin. And you can play PrizePicks in over 40 states, including California and Texas. Best part about it is the new user offer. PrizePicks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. So win or lose, you'll get $50 just for playing. That sounds like a win to me. Use promo code Cohn, COHN, to claim your $50 today. Tell them Grant sent you.
So
they did draft a tight end with like around the 100th pick 2 years ago.
Oh yeah,
Cam Latu.
Yeah,
they did. And they I know they signed Luke Farrell, but maybe they would spend another. I mean, backup tight end is really important to this team. Okay. It's really important to have guys on the field who are zero threats to catch the ball, but are pretty good blockers. Just saying.
You prefaced this question with should they draft a pass catching
tight end? Yeah, so not another blocking tight end, like a pass catching tight end, because they do kind of need a replacement for Juwan Jennings, and he's kind of like a tight end sort of. I mean, he runs a 4.7 and runs. Yeah, I mean, runs like a tight end's route tree. So maybe they take a tight end and they consider him like the new Juwan, like a move tight end.
Is his deal done at the end of this year?
Oh yeah.
Juwan's is. No.
You think he's going to hold out?
He could. I mean, everyone does it, so.
He'd be like, hey, I'm good. I'm going to hold out too.
I mean, you might
I
as
feel
well
like
join
we
the
make this
club,
argument
dude.
with the offensive line a lot. Like when you look at the Eagles, they're always drafting a player like the year before the player that they are trying to replace leaves. I think that they should take that Eagle strategy and yes, apply it to the offensive line, but also just apply it to every position. You have Connor. You were saying like the quarterback should learn from Aaron Rodgers. Tight end should learn from George Kittle. So if there's a guy who's talented, Grant, I think earlier this week you were kind of saying that's a luxury pick and it's not necessary. I would say that the only way this offense thrives is by its weapons. Does it have an elite running back? Is George Kittle at the top of its game? That's when the 49ers go to the playoffs. Is when Kyle feels
It's
like
not when they have a great
and he's in his
offensive
bag.
line, because that's never going to happen. It's not when they have a great quarterback, because that's never going to happen. It's a good point. It's a good point. But I guess the question is tight end, a pass catching tight end, the biggest need of the weapons? Like, would you put that ahead of wide receiver?
No.
Would you put that ahead of running back?